Now, if you did watch one of the last videos I made, I did say that we had scored a massive win on the channel and secured some sponsorship from outside the country. Obviously, this was from someone with a very good heart and has preferred to remain anonymous, so I'll keep it as such. So over the weekend, I was fortunate enough to stay in 2 hotels back-to-back nights. I did a night in Urbano Hotel, which is in Osu, just around the Dankwa Circle, and Ibis Styles Hotel, which is in Airport City. I went to scout both facilities and saw what they had to offer. I made the reservations a few days after, but the real craziness started on the day before I left home, which was the Thursday. So the day before, I went to my barber, who is about a walking distance from me, and he, took care of me pretty good. Obviously, we have a great friendship. So after the haircut, a few hours later, I went shopping for various amounts of equipment for the trip, as well as some shoes. The morning of my trip, I had to shoot a video on Marini's black bottom. Yeah, crap, I don't know what I'm saying. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And straight after that, it was all packing and getting set and editing the video and just preparing for what was about to come to life. So I left home just around 1 p.m. My mom decided she wanted to be the camera crew on this, filming me getting out of the house. That was fun. My trip was projected to be about 25 cedis, but due to traffic situations on the road, obviously that wasn't gonna stick.
Are you running away?
So I should bring it for you to sit in, then
Areas they have to widen the road. The time that they did the road, where that's 6 million people. Now we are 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. The population has me like this, I will give birth to 10.
Hey!
And I have 3. 7 more to go.
That'll be nice.
Going there,
Yeah, I'm going in there.
Here or there?
Whichever one way. Yeah, it's fine.
Turn right and then 50 meters, turn left.
Oh, you what? Oh, you what? Thank you for dropping me off too. Okay, safe. So checking in took about 7 minutes. I settled my bill through mobile money.
So with the charge, it will be 603 Ghana cedis.
All right. Okay. So I'm sending. You said I had to add the charge as well, right? Or you factor that in?
Yeah, I added the charge.
Okay,
so
okay.
603.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. All right. Now this is something that cut across both hotels I was at, and it's something I believe should be worked on by people in the hospitality field in Ghana. There was no way of effecting transactions from outside the country. So what that would mean is if you had to make a payment in advance or you wanted to, you wouldn't be able to until you got to the desk before doing so. I don't know why such a service is unavailable, but it should be something that makes your job a lot easier. You just never know, and so I do think it's something they should look at very critically.
So So breakfast is included into the rate. The breakfast is taken in the restaurant. This is the restaurant between 7 o'clock to 10:30.
Okay. So the receptionist helped me up to the hotel room. I was in room 206 on the second floor. I told you I'd come.
Hey, I didn't know. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. I'll see you around. All right. Okay.
Okay, enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much. Okay. That's cool. Thank you very much, sir. I didn't catch your name though.
I'm Michael.
Michael. Oh, okay. I'm Andrew. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
You too, sir. Thank you. Right. It's floorboards actually. So this is cool. Got 2 sockets, my desk and chair, along with room regulations and menus. That's awesome. Give me a second. Over here. Wow, the room just lights up. So the bathroom at the hotel is supposed to have hot water when you turn on the switch. Unfortunately, due to an electrical fault, which was confirmed to me at the time of recording this a few minutes ago, there was no hot water in my room, so I had to make do with some lesser cold water, so that kind of ruined it. So there's a very limited selection of channels, I guess. Honestly, don't know how, but there's Premier League, there was Variety, there is Mnet, this is TNT. This is Oxford Street. There's a slew of shops that you can get stuff from. This is Woodin, so in case you want to get any African prints and things of that nature, you can walk in there. So currently I'm heading to Breakfast to Breakfast. It's a restaurant just down the road from here as I cross this road. Now I know I've heard things about breakfast to breakfast food and some complaints, but in my experience I did think it was really good. I haven't had any problems, so if consistency is something they should work on, then definitely things might be better now. So my food just came in. I ordered the meat platter. Oh, this looks too good. So I just left Breakfast to Breakfast, and the food, I almost lost my table manners in there. Our next stop is gonna be Local House. It's further down. I believe it's a walking distance. It's 18 minutes of a walk. Local House is this art-oriented shop based in Osu, just around Christchurch, and close to the Osu Cemetery. Look at this. I have this one and this one. All right.
Let me take.
Okay. You're doing mobile money payments, right?
Yes.
Very good. I promise there's this weird thing I noticed that all of the gravestones are facing one direction. Okay, actually most of them, but... This thing is a lot smaller than I remember it. Wow. Guess no one has seen the bigger picture. So this is a very little known story that I'm about to share concerning the gate you just saw. Back in 2001, my dad was actually contracted. He was a designer, and he was contracted along with this lady named Auntie Gladys. That's how I used to remember her. Anyway, they were contracted to come up with something that commemorated the May 9 disaster. He was short on ideas, and apparently one day I ran to him and showed him a picture of an eagle in one of my children's books, and he came up with the concept of the eagle caught in the spider's web. So the eagle is supposed to represent the fans, and the web was to represent the game of football. I think it's a little ironic that I stopped here because tomorrow would have been my dad's 68th birthday. He's not here anymore, but happy birthday, man. This is just insane. Turkish food is really, it's good value for money. It's so much. Okay, sure. I'm too full. If I was in Turkey, I'd be fat in like 3 days. So. Now hold on. If you want to join me on one of my experience episodes, hit me up on my Twitter, my Instagram. They will all be in the description below. If you have my WhatsApp number, cool. You can also hit me up as well. Now I started roaming around Oxford Street to get some nightlife shots and to see what it was like. So one of the things I should easily put out is when you're walking this stretch or looking for a place to go at night here, do not go alone. Like I said, be very careful. That guy was trailing me, trying to hustle me out. So it is 12:25 a.m. but look. Now I had to pay a gate fee of 50 cedis. The thing with the ticket I got was you could redeem it with food and drinks. So I had a cocktail, a ginger-based cocktail from there. I promise every spot in Accra or every restaurant or bar or hotel seems to have an obsession with leaving it on the SuperSport Premier League channel for whatever reason. So I made my way down through the Usu night market and ended up around Purple Pub. Purple Pub is one of the biggest street pubs in Accra, if not the biggest one. There's always a lot going on down there. Even before you get there, you start to see pop-up pubs across the sidewalks. I remember making my way back down to Kona and I saw this car. Apparently Wale had come to it. Charlie. Oh, Wale! I remember saying my prayer and then going to bed just after 4 a.m. So quite a night. Next morning, I wake up, I say my prayers, and then I head over for breakfast. Urbano Hotel runs a buffet breakfast, and the options are so vast. There was really some good stuff, especially my bread. You can take everything from me, but you never take my bread away. Okay, sure. 206? Yeah, all right. do this real quick. So this is the smoker's lounge. You don't smoke in the rooms, and there you see it, designated smoking area. That's the Arabian lounge, the fountain, everything. I'm gonna go down there in a second. So one thing I was told is due to COVID, there's about 60% availability now, which kind of sucks because you know, you're thinking about all the money that could have been made around this time of the year, and that gets taken away because of a sickness no one thought would ever come around. It's the Arabian lounge. Yeah, the fountain got turned off, but it's also a smoking area. There are menus here for the drinks you can get. So I know the question in your mind right now is where is the pool? And there is one, but it's at the sister hotel that is just a stone throw away from here down the street. This hotel is actually one of a few that is managed by Roots Hospitality. So what you do is you request a pass from the reception, and they give that to you, and then you can go and use the facility as any other person living in the hotel would. So I got the pass. Yeah, it's upside down. So yeah, I think along with my key card. So are you expecting me? I'll be. All right.
I'll take your pool first.
Okay, here you go. So what floor is it on?
8th floor.
3rd floor.
8th floor.
8th. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to check out in about 35 minutes or so to move to the next destination. This place is trippy. I really don't want to leave. But I think I know what's waiting for me on the next trip, so we roll. So I headed back to the hotel just after 11:40, had my shower, and checked out. 11:59, I'm about to check out and head to our next destination. You would have to catch that in the next episode. So my next stop was easily more interesting, and that's when she finally shows up.